All right, hello everyone, this is Mr. Ege, and I'm going to continue on the video number 2 of the Escher's hexagon crocodiles, salamanders, and this is the video number 2. Now, in the previous video, I demonstrated how to create an hexagon, how to draw the hexagon, how to draw inside the hexagon, and how to copy the image. Okay, and now we're going to multiply this hexagon using the circular array command. Okay, this is the, if you remember, we changed the color to green to draw the lines, and previously it was yellow color to draw the hexagon. Okay, and now we're going to use the array command. And inside the AutoCAD, and we are just reminding that you're supposed to be on the two-dimensional ribbon. Your workspace will be annotation, drafting and annotation workspace, not three-dimensional. If you're already in 3D basic or 3D modeling, please change it to back to drafting annotation. Okay, and there is an array command under the modify group of commands right here. There's a draw group of commands. Right next to it, there's a modify group of commands. And under the array, there's 4 rectangles. And if you go to click on the down arrow on the 4 rectangles, you will see the polar array option. Click on the polar array option, and then move your cursor over the upper left-hand corner outside the hexagon, and click, and move your cursor outside the lower left-hand corner of the hexagon, and make a big window click again. This is a selection window. From left to right, selection window is totally different. From right to left, it works differently. So when you use the left to right selection window, it's supposed to include everything inside. Now that everything is selected, you saw everything is highlighted, click Enter key. All right, or right mouse button. Now you say array, polar array, and base point. Base point is you're going to pick the left sharp corner. Maybe the right cheek of the salamander over here, the left right. This is your base point. Okay, click on it. Now, computer makes a lot of copies, and probably none of them is right. First of all, you have to think about how many copies do you need of the hexagon. And I created this design from scratch, and this is about, we need six copies around the circle. So 360 degree circle, divide by 6, 3 copies, 120 degrees. So we're supposed to have 120 degrees. So I can choose angle in between option at the bottom command line. Angle in between is 120. Okay, and see how it looks. Enter key. It didn't look any different. Base point, I'm not good. Items, we need 3 items, and it makes 6 items. 3, enter. Okay, this is better. Okay, and so I'm going to keep it because this is there are 2 patterns that I like to create, and one pattern is generated around the point on the right cheek of the salamander. Okay, and enter key, and this will end it. Okay, so far so good, but we need more copies, of course. We need a set of copies on the right hand side as well. There are at least two points, okay, of the pattern. Okay, one of them is the head, and the other one is the rear feet. Okay, this is the one, I believe, and that is supposed to have 3 copies there too. Okay, it was the top right corner, right here. This is the top right corner. So I'm going to go with that and use again array command. Okay. And I just want to pick. I'm going to turn off the object snap so that I don't want to pick anything that I don't mean to pick. Okay. And I have to be careful with this because if I do this, certain elements will be selected, so I'm going to remove those elements from the selection. So I'm going to click on it, but then because I selected items, okay, I'm going to remove them. I'm going to type R to remove and remove the items that I don't mean to select. These are the items I'm removing because they are outside the hexagon. So after the R command removes the selection, anything selected, not meant to be selected. Okay. And I'm removing them. And now you learn something new and interesting. Even if you select by mistake something you don't need to select, okay, you can remove them. Now enter key. It's going to ask you the base point. Base point is I'm going to turn the object snap on again. I'm going to pick the upper right corner, top right corner of the hexagon at the center again, and it made instantly 6 copies. I didn't ask for 6 copies. So items, I'm going to enter 3, enter, okay. 3 copies is made. I don't know why the top hexagon is missing some items there. Okay, we can worry about that a little later. And enter key. Oh, okay. After the enter key, it corrected itself. Yes. So that worked, and perhaps perhaps we need 3 more copies made. Okay, so that's what I'm planning to do, and let's go to array again. Save, of course. Always save your work, okay? And as you accomplish, Control S will do it. And now let's go with the array command again. Select the this time I want to select carefully, one by one if I need to, rather than selecting more than I need to and then remove it. Perhaps it's the best way to do this way. Okay? And okay, that's probably is better. Good. Polarray, select enter. Now it says base point. Okay, base point, I am selecting this corner. And items, it's supposed to be 3 items, enter. Okay. I think pretty much the way entire design is ready right now. Enter. And I am testing to see if we can make one more set of copies. I'm going to go to save command, and I will go to array command one more time. This time I'm selecting this item, and then items not selected before. And zoom in. Okay. I think everything is, we mean to select is enter, and we choose the top left corner, and then item number is 3, enter. All right, we got under control pretty much everything, and enter key, and Control S for save. So if everything is clear to you at this point, I'm going to suggest you to do this with me, and we're not going to copy everything. We came to the point that we're going to make the pattern salamanders to be raised, extruded up, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate, okay, by just simply drawing polylines, existing polylines, all right? And then we're going to just simply, for the full salamander. So I will use the poly, but change the color first of all. Let's change the color. And so color command, enter. Okay. I'm going to choose a color, perhaps red, for at least one salamander, and then different color for different salamander, okay? And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that I could choose a polyline, enter. And the polyline I choose, click here. I'm going to go with the width of 0. Perhaps 0.06 thicker, and enter again. Okay, the polyline I'm drawing has to be it has to be close polyline. So please try not to break it, meaning that if you break the polyline, there may be a problem, okay, later on. Please pay attention to exactly how I'm doing this, because I will ask you to do the same way. And it's very easy to make mistakes, and that's understandable, but if you do make mistakes, you should be able to correct it. Okay, so now the last point, I came to the first point. My last point will be the same as first point, but it's different. I'm going to type C for close, and that's extremely important. Okay, I type C and I close the last point. Now, this will be extruded, but I'm not going to extrude it right now, okay? So instead, I'm going to make a copy of this outside and even change the color of it too. So I'm going to tap copy, CP, okay? I'm going to choose this close polyline. It's not picking the close polyline. P for previous, see if it's going to pick. Nope. Copy is going to be difficult. So copy command, I'm trying to pick the entire polyline. And it is resisting to be selected. So what can I do? Okay. There's a command called qselect. Okay, qselect is a very specific command. Enable you to pick a particular line type. Okay, so I want to pick a polyline. All right. And color will be is equal to red. So I'm selecting line type polyline, and color is red. And okay. And it automatically selected. Cool. Now I can go copy command. Okay. And I will select this polyline and make 2 copies outside. Okay. Maybe 3, even 3 copies, depending on how many salamanders you need. One of the things you can do, you can also change the type properties and color of it. Okay, so if you select the one of the control points, press the right mouse button and go to properties. Okay, and it gives you properties dialog box. Then you can choose yellow and green and blue or whatever you like to choose. Okay, and you can do this with the others too. Each one of them is going to be a different color of your own choice. And cyan will work. Okay, all right. Okay. So, how do we insert this spotlight? We're going to use the align command, align, enter, and select the salamander. Okay, enter. And now it says align the first source point. First source point, the right nose point. Okay, and I'm going to go and choose the right nose point on here. And the second row is left nose point. I'm going to choose second point here. And finally, it's asking me and left cheek of the salamander. And choose here. Ta-da! And it's instantly, as soon as I choose 4, okay, 3 points, special points, it aligns the entire image. Okay, and you can use the same align command by just pressing the enter command. Computer, remember. Okay, this time we're choosing the magenta. Okay, the salamander again. Select the objects I did. Enter. Now specify the first source of right nose point. Click. Okay, now I need to go to pick the right nose point. And now left nose point. Okay. And I need to go left nose point of the salamander. Zoom in. And finally, left cheek. I have to find the left cheek and select it. Boom. Okay, so 2 salamanders, 3 salamanders down, 1 to go, and there's another red one. Okay, and Control S, by the way. Okay, align command again, ALIGN, enter. You select the red salamander and pick the left nose point. Okay, and this time I'm picking the left nose point right here, and I'm sorry, right nose point. Now I'm picking the left nose point. Okay, and finally I'm picking the left cheek. And left cheek is right here. Boom. Okay, so we have 4 copies. All right, is everybody with me so far? All right, we're gonna save our work. Now we're ready for extrusion because these are closed polylines. They're supposed to be extruded easily. The question is, how much are we extruding those? And at what degree, angle of degree? Now taper angle is 10 degrees and the extrusion is 3/4 of an inch, 0.75 extrusion. So initially I wrote the instructions this way, so I'm going to follow my own instructions. What happens if I change it? I don't know. So that's why I don't want to do anything I don't know the result of. But I know if it's 0.75 extrusion with the 10 degree of taper, this will work for all of us. You can make more salamanders if you want to. Okay, you're free to do as big as you want, as small as you want. Okay, this is going to be 3D printable salamander. And during the class time, I'm very busy helping my other students and you, each one of you. But during the lion time, or after school, before school, even my planning time, you can come and we can print this 3D printed. Okay, it's free of charge. We can do this because this is part of your learning. Okay, I want you to experience the 3D printing process of it. All right, so let's use the extrude command. Where is the extrude? We can type it, but I hate to type these things. I'm pretty sure this is not professional. Type the command. Instead, I suggest you to go to change to your ribbon to 3D modeling ribbon. Okay, workspace is called workspace. This is all these user interface is called workspace in AutoCAD language, and we need to use extrude. Okay, we will choose. Again, when you're selecting, there's a problem of selection of polylines because there are so many lines. So I'm suggesting after the extrude command, computer says select objects, go to Q select command, type Q select, because among the millions of lines, okay, Q select would enable you select exactly what you want, and you want to select only the polylines. Extrude. Okay. Q select. Enter. I'm going to use a Q select. Again, Q select. Okay, we're selecting only polylines. It doesn't have to be red, any color. Layer zero. I think everything is zero. Okay. Oh. Okay, red color. And enter. Okay. And this time we want the magenta or cyan color. Okay. Okay. Enter. So extrude command, you ask for extrusion. Computer is going to ask you the taper angle. Taper angle is 10 degrees. Type 10, enter. And extrusion is 0.75. Okay, good. Select the item that you like to select. Go to extrude command. Okay. And taper angle is the same. Type the taper angle is 10. Enter. And extrusion is 0.75. Enter. Okay. And extrude. Again. Select the item. Again. Taper angle. Extrude. Now, if it gives you a hard time, here's what you can do. Q select, always go to Q select, okay? And you choose polyline. And this time you're choosing cyan color, and okay. Now you extrude, enter, okay, and the taper angle 10, and extrusion is 0.75. Okay. And then there's one more extrusion to do. Again, enter, extrude will come. See if we're going to be able to pick. I'm going to go to Q select command, enter, and choose color red. Okay, color red. It's a polyline, and okay. Now select it. Now extrude, enter, and taper angle is fine. 0.75. Okay. All right. So if you look at it three-dimensionally, it's going to look like this. All right. Each one of them has supposed to be in different color. You can change the colors after selecting each item. Properties, I like yellow. Yellow is good color. Enter. And properties will let you to make some changes. And you choose the other one. Perhaps you choose properties again. And then you choose green, perhaps. Okay. And let's find a different color for this one. Is blue okay? Let's change this one blue. To blue. Properties, and you change it to blue. Okay. White is missing. We can blue, red, white. Blue, red, white. That would be awesome if you can change. But honestly, at this point, you're very close to finish. Okay. I just want to learn a little bit about different commands of AutoCAD. What do I mean by it? For example, there's a command that softens, makes more 3D objects more organic, for example. And I suggest you to use those commands and experience it. For example, it's called smooth object command. The smooth object command enables your entities, make smoother, and so when you press it, it becomes like that. It becomes actual, and you can even, there's smooth more command, okay, that enables your objects smoother, okay. And it gets smoother and smoother and smoother, and it's going to be also 3D printable. All right, so smooth more command will make your entities even smooth more, okay, and save. Now this is definitely 3D printable, okay, and I guess that's about it. Thank you very much for your time, and let's give it a try. And I suggest you come during the line time, before school, after school, to 3D print them. Okay, after you design it, of course, make sure you design it. Okay. How do we extrude them to STL file? That's another thing. This needs to be extruded STL file. First of all, is this a solid model? So type list command, list, and ask the computer if this is the solid model. Enter. And computer will say it's a mesh, it's not a solid model. Then the question is, how do we turn it into the smoothing process, turn it into mesh? So we need to go back and change the solid editing. And there's a command here underneath, convert to solid command, that you can select each item and then convert it to solid model. Enter. Okay. Convert to solid converts mesh surfaces into solid model. That enables us to print it 3D printed. Only 3D prints are solid. Okay, so list command again. Let's see if it did the job right. And you select the item, enter. Yes, it's 3D solid model now. And now you need to export it. So go to the A and go to export command. And in the export, you don't want anyone. Last item is other formats, okay? So in the export model, you want to create shares STL, okay? And also you want to save it. You want to show your computer where you want to save it. I'm going to save it my flash drive. I hope you all have flash drives. Otherwise, you're going to have to borrow flash drive from me, or Google Drive or flash drive. Okay. And and save. Okay. Now it says select the models. I'm selecting all three of the models. Okay, to create an STL file under the name Eshers, and it's done. Thank you very much for your time. This is a beautiful experiment. Actually, you can apply it most of the architectural engineering and design commitments. You can apply this to multiple ways in life, and patterns are extremely important, and geometry is definitely works with you, okay? And you need to realize that there are quite a few geometric shapes around, and each one of them offer a beautiful, wonderful opportunity to create patterns. And those patterns are repeated items sometimes. Sometimes they're so complex that we don't even see, most people do not see, but this is one of them. And thank you very much. And we get to see, if you have any problems, please call me, okay? And I'm now as close as yours. Anyone to you, raise your hand. Okay, I'll be there. Thank you.